Now we're going to replace the front circuit board. Very seldom do these ever go bad, but just in the event that it would happen, I thought I'd make the video to show you how to replace it. You begin by removing both sides, the right and left side. And the way that you do that is you would lay it down on one side and then remove the 5 screws. So these 5 screws are holding on the left panel. And then we flip it over to the other side and remove these 5 screws. Now I always recommend that when you're working on an infrared heater that you put the heater on a soft surface. Now here we have carpeting, so if you can put it on the carpeting that would work. Put it on your bed, you can do it on there. But don't do it on a hard surface because it could actually scratch the heater. Now once you remove the 10 screws, 5 holding each side on, you then put the heater upside down with the back facing you. And then you remove both sides. And the way that you do it is you hold the corner of the panel and you just pull it away. Now it may feel like it's going to break, but they don't break. Now that exposes both sides of the heater. Once you remove the 2 sides, now you need to replace, or remove rather, the front panel. So you would set the heater face down, and then there's 3 screws on each side that you would take out. Okay. Once you've done that, you set it on the top. So it's upside down with the front of the heater facing you. You pull it towards you, and as you do it, tilt it to the right and left, and then it comes right out. Now, this is called a trunk wire. You must release the trunk wire to pull that out. It's hard to get out before you take these 4 screws, or 5 screws, so I recommend that you take those 5 screws out first. I like to magnetize the end, that way you don't drop the screws. And to magnetize the end, all you do is just put a magnet to it and just let it sit on there for a few seconds, and you take it off and it's now magnetized for most, depending on what metal it's made of. But for most, that's all you need to do to magnetize it. And the 5th one. Alright, so the front board came off. And to remove it, you just pinch it. There's a little lever there, you pinch that and you wiggle it and it comes out. To put the new one in, you line it up, push it in, and then I like to wiggle it side to side until it clicks and it's in good. And then we screw it back in. Like this, I guess. Line up the holes. If you have 3 hands, it's actually much easier. Once you replace the 5 screws, just sort of give it a little push to make sure that it didn't come loose. And to put it back in, you set it down sort of at an angle and you put it in there. And it sort of clicks into place there. There we go. And it's now in place. So you put it face down, and then you put the remaining 6 screws back in to hold the front panel in place, 3 on each side. The final step then would be to put the sides back on. So you turn the heater with the back facing you. You put this corner in first down here. And then you rotate it down in place. This little knob that sticks out here needs to go behind this. So you pull it and push it in like that. It's a little tricky. When you do it enough, it gets easy though. Then we do the same thing over here. And then we put the 10 screws back in, 5 holding this, 5 holding that. And then you finished replacing the front circuit board.